Alright, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove the headlights on a 2007 BMW X3. I'm also going to be trying to replace the lenses on these lights. So the reason why I'm making the video, I saw there was other videos on YouTube doing this, and it looked like they were removing the front tires, the wheel wells, the front bumper, all to remove the headlights. And I figured out how to do it without removing all that stuff. So it's all unbolted already. I just tossed the stuff back in to show you what I did. This is the air filter area. I removed this, which was right here. You just pull it off. I also removed the cover to the air filter. There's a hose clamp on there, and then this you just pull up on and it comes out. So this is now out of the way. You'll see that there are two bolts down here you have to remove. You also have to move two bolts up here. You have to come over here next and remove this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. And then I also removed 1, 2, 3 bolts here. So this can move. Now that that can move, I'm able to pull back on this just to get the clearance. And then you push this end in as far as you can. There you go. Obviously you have to remove the wire clips. You got one here. That's your daytime running light. Move both of those. And it's a similar setup over here. So there's one bolt on top of the windshield wiper reservoir, and then you have to remove a sensor down here. These are sensors that you can just kind of pry up on and they pop out. So that was quick and easy. Then it gives you access to the back. Same deal, you remove the same two bolts at the bottom, two bolts at the top. Pry this out, pull it out, and then you have both your headlights out. Now what I'm going to try to do is replace the lenses on them. It was $75 for the pair. The headlights still worked, but they looked horrible, so I figured this would be an easy fix. We'll see how this part goes. I have my heat gun over here. I'm going to attempt to heat up this whole area. You can see that there's an adhesive in here. So heat up this whole area all the way around. There's some clips. I'm gonna try to pull it out. All right, so just to show you what I'm doing now, I am heating up along this edge with the heat gun, not getting too close, but just trying to melt this adhesive. And while I'm heating it, I'm taking a fat screwdriver and I'm slowly prying it out. And I'm just working my way around. There was these little clips here. They're so dry rotted, I just broke them off. I don't think they were really doing anything anyways. I'm gonna clean all this adhesive off afterwards and put some new black silicone around to hold it. Not sure if that's the best choice, but that's what I'm choosing to use. Got it pretty pried up. I did notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, there should be one more, 5 screws holding this side down, not on this side, it appears. So there's a lot of components on the inside, so you have to be careful. Okay. There she blows. Gonna have to take out this insert, so you want to be careful not to damage it. when removing it. Okay, so now you can remove this, that, this. Once those are out, you will be able to slide this shiny section out. It's going to be coming out separately from this gray piece, like so. Then you're going to want to take a screwdriver, pry this out very carefully because it's clipped in, maybe even heat gun up at the top. Same on this side, very carefully. And then the tricky part I just had to deal with was once these are out, you have to bend this piece. It's going to be wedged in under there. You have to bend it carefully. Once you bend it out, there you go. Throw this out. All right, I got it all back together. 5 screws are in. One thing to note, the bulb that goes into this silver section, you might want to remove that first before doing all this, because I may have broke mine. Whoops. So now I'm at the point where I have to now reinstall the plastic lenses. I'm not entirely sure of the best way to do this part, but my thoughts are run the heat gun along the edge, loosen up all this adhesive again so that I can then put some of this silicone in there, and then I'm going to try to press down the new one into it. So we'll see how this goes. I ran a fairly thin bead all the way around. Now to press it in. So that actually worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Just slid right in. Now what I'm gonna do, just for a little extra added strength, is run a bead on the outside now, and then run my finger across it after wetting it to make a nice seal. Now is where I put those 5 screws back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you didn't break your bulb, this is the point where you would put your bulb back in as well. This slides into these clips, and I noticed there's some very old dry rotted adhesive stuck to it. So I'm going to heat this up with the heat gun, scrape it off, apply some new silicone, slide that in. So this part was actually a little tricky. When you're trying to slide these clips in, the lower portion wants to hit the lens and get silicone on it. So you will have to wipe that off afterwards with a rag, but looks pretty secure. Now we're gonna let this dry. And this little rubber piece here looks like it's gonna have to get pushed into this area. I didn't see any adhesive on it, so it looks like you just push it in and that should be it. Got it back together. Took about 10 minutes. Super easy. This is what it looks like. That bulb on the right is out because that's the one I broke. Definitely happy with the way this came out. Show you what it looks like with the lights off. Looks so much better. All right, like, subscribe, peace.